So in this video, we'll talk about productivity. To get to your best level of productivity, you have to cut down on distractions first. But when it's your smartphone causing the most distractions, how do you get around that? This way? Or this way?
Let me hit it. Let me hit it.
No need to be that extreme. A few simple tweaks can turn your smartphone into a dumb phone. Watch this video to learn how to transform your smartphone into a dumb one and let your focus and efficiency increase. Alright, so let's start by taking a look at these two screens. Look at the one on the left for a moment, and then shift your gaze to the one on the right. Notice how each one feels, both in your head and in your body. The left one pulls you in and feels open and interesting. But the one on the right? Not so much. It's kind of dull, almost claustrophobic. Definitely not the feeling you want from a human interaction. But for your phone? That's actually what you'd prefer. The left screen's appeal comes from those bright colors, sparking a dopamine hit. Our brain's way of signaling that something is worth paying attention to. Think of how a ripe red strawberry stands out in a green field. That's natural dopamine. But the dopamine rush we get from our screens? Not so natural. Engineers have actually designed our phones to take advantage of this, deliberately triggering our brains to tag these screens as important so we keep coming back for more. It's like they've taken the bright red of a strawberry or the red of a stop sign or blood, colors we're wired to notice, and applied it to keep us hooked. That's why switching your phone to black and white might just change the scenario. To do so, you can use the Black and White Launcher theme app. This is an effective launcher that transforms your Android device with black and white wallpapers and icon packs. Or you can do it manually from your device's theme settings. So, some of you have already tried switching your phone's screen to black and white. You found it helpful until it wasn't. Eventually, you needed color for something, maybe a photo or map, and you went digging through your settings to switch back, but then forgot to go grayscale again. Sound familiar? If you're on an iPhone, here's a shortcut. Go to Settings, Accessibility, Accessibility Shortcuts, and turn on color filters. Then, every time you triple-click the side button, your screen will toggle between black and white and color instantly. For Android, you can use apps like Material Theme Editor or My Theme. That's very easy. No more digging through settings. If you're trying to quit smoking, it wouldn't make sense to keep a pack of cigarettes in your pocket, right? The same goes for apps on your phone. If Instagram or some other app is eating up your time, why keep it front and center on your home screen? Or even on your phone at all? For instance, your big time-wasting apps used to be email and the news. So, you took the plunge and deleted both. Do you never check them now? Of course not. You still check them on your phone, just through the browser instead. It's a bit more of a hassle, and that small inconvenience is enough to stop you from opening them on impulse. If you're thinking, oh, I couldn't delete that app, just ask yourself, is that really true? Try it as an experiment, just until tomorrow or maybe a few hours. You might be surprised that the world doesn't end just because you didn't check your work email for one evening. Another strategy is what we call an on-again, off-again relationship with apps. Keep them off your phone most of the time, but when you really need one, reinstall it for a bit, then delete it again afterward. If you're serious about breaking a habit, it's all about making it harder to do the thing you want to cut back on and easier to do the things you want to spend more time on. That's why we also suggest moving your phone out of your bedroom and putting something on your nightstand that you actually want to engage with, like a book or a journal. Or you can use this amazing app called Stay Focused. As its name goes, it helps you to stay focused by blocking unnecessary apps and controlling screen time. You can get metrics of how much time you spend today on your smartphone, and eventually can set usage limits so that every time you cross your limit, the running automatically gets blocked. We don't even call them notifications anymore. We call them interruptions because that's what they really are. They're little interruptions pulling you out of your actual life and straight to your phone. So here's a thought. What's actually worth interrupting you? What deserves to break up a conversation with a friend or pull you out of a moment with family? Is anything worth interrupting a bedtime story with your kid? Seriously, if you can, just leave your phone out of the room during bedtime. You should only let calls, texts, calendar reminders, and navigation alerts pop up on your phone. And one of the finest apps for this is the Notification Cleaner and Blocker app. Simply use this app for blocking annoying notifications. That perhaps can work for you. Do what makes sense for you, but keep it as simple as possible. You can always add them back later. There shouldn't be any family pictures on your lock screen or wallpaper. Here's why. We don't want looking at a picture of our family or friends on our phone to feel like a substitute for actually spending time with them. Now, some people love using photos to get a little hit of happiness whenever they see their screen, which is super cool. But for you, we found that a low-key plain background works best. In fact, you can showcase your daily tasks on your lock screen so that every time you take your phone, you always get a reminder of the work you must finish by that day. So these are some effective ways to turn your smartphone into a dumb phone. Try them and be productive. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to get more videos like this.